beta, something important to show you. As you all know, the syllabus is deleted. So I would like you all first to have a look on the syllabus first. Let's see, analyze what is there, what is not there now. As your UTs are approaching now, you're going to have your unit test 2, second UTs. So we need to decide the syllabus for second UT. Beta, we will see what all is there in the
Good morning,
syllabus.
ma'am.
Good morning, children. See, this is the latest syllabus that you have, rationalized syllabus after deletions. So today, first 5 minutes I'll take, I'll discuss the syllabus with you. What all is there, what all is deleted, how much is done, how much is left. Also, your second unit tests are going to start after Diwali. So we need to decide the syllabus for the second UT also. The first 5 minutes I'll be giving to this. I'm sharing on the screen your syllabus. Please read it very quickly. Let's discuss.
Ma'am, these UT will be held in school.
No, dear. As of now, 10th and 12th is coming for pre-boards. Your UTs, as of now, it has not been decided because not even one student has opted to come to school. When consent was taken on the group from the parents, not even one child from class 11th or 12th had given their consent. So without your parents' consent, we cannot call you to school. And not even a single
Okay, ma'am.
parent gave us in not even a single parent gave us in written. If your parents write and give, only then we can call. But nobody had given beta. So as of now, nothing as such. Read quickly what I've shared on the screen, then I'll discuss. Okay, I hope you read this. Now I'm going to scroll down so that you can see the rest of it. Then we'll discuss. Same children?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now one by one I'll discuss each part and then we'll decide what syllabus should be covered in UTs. Okay. Those who've joined us late, I'm giving you 1 minute last to see it. Okay, beta. Okay. See, beta. Very quickly. Multiple choice questions based on one unseen or case-based factual passage, verbal, visual inputs like data, charts, etc. 8 out of 9 questions to be done. So you'll have your first comprehension passage of how many marks?
8
marks.
8 marks. And how many questions would be there?
8
9.
9 questions will be there. So when we talk about the syllabus part, always be very clear about things that the first comprehension passage will have how many questions?
9 questions.
9 questions. Out of which you have to attempt how many?
8 questions.
8. So you've got your 8 marks here very clearly for the first passage. Okay. The passages which will be given to you, the word limit is basically 600 to 750 words. So we are done with the first one. Now let's come to grammar now. Okay. Gap filling based on determiners and tenses. Then you have ordering and transformation of sentences. 10 questions will be given and you have to attempt any 8. So your grammar is again of how many marks?
8 marks.
8 marks. How many questions will be given to you?
10
10 questions.
So you have 10 questions, out of which determiners, tenses, transformation sentences, ordering, everything will be included. You'll have 10 questions and you have to answer how many of them?
8 questions.
8
8
marks. So I'm taking up my part. You've already had one comprehension passage over here, out of which 9 you have to attempt how many?
8 questions.
Yes, 8. Okay, tell me now, tenses are done. Gap filling, basically it is only gap filling, no transformation that change into continuous, change into perfect, nothing of that kind. It is going to be multiple choice, gap filling based on determiners and tenses. So tenses are done, determiners are done, reordering of sentences is done, and transformation of sentences is also done. What do you mean by transformation of sentences? What do you mean by transformation of sentences, Peter?
Direct to indirect.
No, it is not direct to indirect. I
We have
have
to
already done
make the we have to make a
Ma'am,
meaningful
Then we'll make
sentences.
them in the jumble and then we'll have to
Ma'am,
arrange
we
it
have to
in a
make a
proper
meaningful
manner.
sentences from the jumbled words.
that is reordering. That is reordering sentences.
Ma'am, that
That is
changing
different.
affirmative to negative, superlative,
Yes,
comparative, and
exactly. We had done this topic, if you remember, in the beginning only. It is changing affirmatives to negatives, or changing into interrogative sentences, or changing the degree of sentences. That was transformation. Assertive
Yes, ma'am.
sentences to interrogatives or negatives, or changing the degrees, comparative, superlative. That is transformation. And reordering is what you were telling me, the jumble sentence wala thing which you were telling me, na beta. That is what we call as reordering. Okay. Now we are going according to what? Now the 30% syllabus is reduced. 30% syllabus is reduced, so the entire part, the entire thing in the paper is changed now. Now listen carefully, what are the two changes which are done? You'll have two parts in the paper, part A and part B. Your part A is going to be of 40 marks and reading is 18 marks. How many marks comprehensions you will have?
18 marks.
18 marks. The first passage I have already discussed with you, that you will be able, you have to answer how many questions? 8 questions. And now, earlier we had a choice that out of 9 you had to attempt 8. Now it has been made 10 for you. So things are becoming a little easier. So the first passage you have to answer 8 questions out of 10, which is of how many marks? 8 marks. And I told you reading passages 18 marks. That means the other passage will be of how many marks? 10 marks,
10
isn't
marks.
it? 10 marks. And there you'll have 11 questions. Out of 11, you'll answer 10. Till here, I hope everybody is clear. How many marks are for your comprehension now in class 11th?
18 marks.
18 marks.
One will be a shorter passage, which is of 8 marks only. And the other one will be comparatively a lengthier passage, which will be of 10 marks. So in 10 marks questions, you have to answer 10 questions out of 11. And in 8 marks, you're going to answer 8 questions out of 10. Is it okay? Then I was discussing about the grammar part, 8 marks. You'll have MCQs based on determiners, tenses, reordering, transformation of sentences. In grammar also 10 questions will be given and you will have to answer how many? 8.
8.
Out of 10 you have to answer how many? You have to answer 8. Now let us quickly add on. Let us quickly add on my section first. 18 marks for comprehension and how many marks for grammar till now?
8.
8
8.
marks. So how much is the total, children?
26.
26.
Yes. So what section is left? Leave the literature part. I'm talking about my part. The writing section is left. So if I say the total is 40, then how many marks we are still to be left with which section now? Writing section has to be done. Now one by one tell me. The first is notice writing. Okay. 2 questions will be given to you, but both will be based on notice only and you have to attempt any one of this. This is going to be one writing section. This is notice writing, 3 marks. Notice is for how many marks?
3 marks.
3 marks. Then you'll have another 3 marks poster. You'll have to have a poster up to 50 words. Again, 2 questions will be given to you and you have to attempt any one. But this poster again is going to be 50 words only. So this is again a short writing task. Then we come on to letter writing. 3 marks we are done, children. 3 plus 3 makes 6. 3 marks for your notice and 3 marks you got for your poster making. Now you have to write a letter. Okay, 5 marks is for letter. 5 marks for letter over here. You'll have which kind of letters? Business letters. I had done with you. Inquiries, complaints, asking, ordering goods, placing orders, cancelling orders, or reminding for orders to be dispatched. Or you need to write letters to authorities, but not to the editor. It is not letter to the editor. Remember that. You have to send letter to the authorities. It could be school authority, college authority, anything, admission issue, or you want any course details. So you have to do one out of these, and this is again 5 marks. This is going to be how many marks? 5 marks. So 6 plus 5 we already done. Now come to the next one. Your writing comprehension based on visual and verbal inputs. Some tips will be given to you and any contemporary issue can be there, and then you have to take up the questions and answer this. It's a writing composition based on verbal inputs. Verbal inputs means what? some information will be given to you, visual, verbal, maybe some chart is given to you, some graphs are given to you. That day, if you remember, I had showed you the class 12 paper also. You had seen some change in that? Did you see the change in that?
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you were present that day when we did this? I showed you the class 12 paper. How many of you were there, children? Were you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope you were there. So when it comes to division beta, it is coming 50-30. In class 11, literature is only 30 marks. And the other parts, writing skills and reading comprehensions, all these things have been increased now. So it is coming to only 30 marks now. Literature will go to 30 marks over here. So most of you I've seen, you don't bother about comprehensions, you don't bother about letters. One by one, tell me business and official letters registering complaint. Can you write?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you write letters for placing orders?
Yes, ma'am.
Complaint
Yes,
for
ma'am.
delay in delivery of goods?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you write letter to the editors to give suggestions or opinions? I'm just asking what you cannot do and what
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
do.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can write? Okay. Letter to school and college authorities, will you be able to write?
Yes, ma'am.
Articles you can write?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Reports
ma'am.
you can, okay. Reports you can write?
Um, no.
No,
Hmm?
ma'am.
Reports
Ma'am.
and debates. Okay. So we need to have more
Reports.
sessions on report writing. Fine. Debate you can write? For
Yes,
example,
ma'am.
in the
Yes, ma'am.
sample paper issued by CBSE, they have given a topic, protest should not be permitted as a democratic right. This is the sample thing that they have given, that protest should not be permitted as a democratic right. So this is a debate. You may go for support or you may go against it. This is entirely on you to decide what you have to take up. So beta, basically, according to me, you need revision of report writing. Chaliye, theek hai. Then error correction, editing, gap filling, I think you have done many.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Reordering
ma'am.
of sentences,
Yes, ma'am.
and transformation of sentences. This we had already done in the beginning only. Just in the beginning when we started, we did this part. So in my part, tell me what should be the syllabus of second UT first thing you need to decide. And second thing, you tell me what you need to revise now so that I can prepare you. You'll have your Diwali vacations, and after Diwali, 13th to 16th is going to be a Diwali break. So after that, most probably, we'll be sharing very soon the syllabus and the date sheet for the second UT. So first of all, let us decide the syllabus for second UT. Tell me, you people decide what should I include in second UT. Tell me quickly. I'm giving you a choice to decide. Because it's a UT, everything cannot come now. It's not going to be an 80 marks paper.
Ma'am,
So we have to,
letter for sure.
letter has
Uh,
to come. Okay, which kind of
yes,
letters you
ma'am.
want me to
Ma'am,
include?
placing
Ma'am,
order.
business letters, ma'am, Ma'am, which we
Yes,
are, business letter. we are
business
very
letter.
confident in that.
Okay. Because you have recently done this business letters,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I also agree with you. We do not have much time for revisions now. Another 7-8 days classes, then you'll have your Diwali break, and after that, most probably, we'll be starting with the UTs. Okay. Yes. So we'll have business letters. When I say business letters, what all will be included in this? Tell me very quickly. Number one,
Placing
placing
order,
orders.
cancellation,
Placing order, cancellation of
and
orders,
delivery.
complaint,
Complaint for delay.
reminder letters. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is one kind of letter you're confident in. What about letters to editors and all?
No, ma'am.
Okay. This time we'll only take up business letters. We'll take business letters. Very good. So we are done with letter writing. What about long thing? Article writing, report writing, debate, speech. What are you confident about?
Article writing.
Article writing.
Article writing.
In article, you have clues also. The clues will be given to you because according to the instructions from CBSE, we need to give you some clues and then you'll write an article. So one of you note down the syllabus and send it to me on my number. Otherwise, I'll forget the same syllabus. I'm sending it to the office.
Okay, ma'am.
We'll be posting the syllabus in a day or two. One of you please write down. So we are done with business letters and then we are done with article writing. Now decide for grammar. Out of these, transformation of sentences, reordering of sentences, gap filling has to be there.
Ma'am, reordering.
Acha, out of this, transformation can I take up? Transformation of sentences this time or reordering you want?
I'm reordering.
Reordering.
Because you people have forgotten transformation, we did it in May. I had noted down in my diary which chapters we read. So transformation was done somewhere in May. So you are out of touch now. You don't remember. Okay, beta. Add on reordering of sentences. So I'm leaving this transformation of sentences as of now. Chali, let's move on to the next one. Gap filling based on determiners and tenses. This I think you can do. I don't need to exclude anything now. You'll be able to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now in comprehension, this is something new for me also. I don't have many sample papers in the market. Yes. Reading charts, datas and analyzing them. Will you be able to perform?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Sure.
ma'am.
Reading those bar graphs, pie charts, and then writing an analytical paragraph. You have to analyze the entire thing and then write a paragraph on it. How many of you are confident? Not confident. Tell me, otherwise I'll go for a simple comprehension this time. If you feel you need more practice, we'll go for simple comprehension this time. And annual exams, we can go for that. You people decide quickly.
Ma'am, practice.
Tell me, you want to go for that kind of comprehension where you have charts and bar graphs, or this time you want to go for simple comprehensions,
Ma'am,
and
chart.
then in annual exams
Ma'am,
you want to
chart
go
one.
Chart one, yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, we can
I'm the one which has
can
charts and
practice one
graphs.
or two times, then
So
we'll
we'll have
be
two
able to do that.
passages. So obviously we are going to have two passages. One is going to be a normal comprehension passage. And the second one, I'm keeping it for charts and pie graphs and all those things because most of you are saying that you're confident doing it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, please enter Fawaz. He's in the waiting room.
This time I've entered him, but then he should be on time. Though I've already entered him. Okay. Most of you are saying you're confident. So one passage, let's have a normal passage. And the second passage could be based on what? It is
Charts.
going to be the charts and data interpretation kind of a thing. I had showed you class 12th paper that day. You remember? We had done some charts and pies.
Yes,
Let me
ma'am.
see. Let me
Yes,
see how
ma'am.
much of you. Okay, chale. Let's try and practice a bit. Supposing there is a pie chart. Supposing there is a pie chart. Okay, all of you keep visualizing. Let's have a pie chart. We are going to divide the pie chart on the students who play different games. Fine. We are going to represent the number of students who play games. Everybody is ready? Should I speak?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Let me
ma'am.
see.
Yes,
Let
ma'am.
me see how much you
Yes,
remember
ma'am.
because somewhere in class 8 you must have done your pie charts. Football 20. How many students? 20.
20.
Thank you. Thank you so
20.
much, Iti. Yes, beta. Football 20 students play. Note down somewhere. 20 students play football. 25 play cricket. Clear, everyone? 20 25 students play cricket. 20 students play football. One of you note down, I'm not noting down. Then next have 10% play table tennis. 10, not percent, okay? 10 students play table tennis. And let's have 15 students who go for skating. Done, everyone? Noted down?
Yes, ma'am.
How many total number of students have I discussed with you?
70.
70.
That's nice.
70.
70.
Now we are going to analyze this given data in percentages and give conclusions as to which game is liked by maximum people. When we analyze, we see which is the most common one, which is the least common, what percent are going for this, what percent are going for that. I'm giving you 2-3 minutes on your own knowledge that you have. Analyze the information that I have given you. And then we'll start discussing one by one. What did you analyze and what was missing? Chaliye beta, your time starts now. According to what you feel, analyze the information given to you.
Ma'am, please repeat the question.
Beta, I will not be able to repeat the question. I told you people, I'm just giving you randomly. If somebody else can do it for him, please. Please, somebody else speak out.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 20 for football, 25 for cricket, 10 for table tennis, and 15 for skating. Total we have 70.
This time I'm telling you total 70, otherwise it would not be given to you there always.
And what we have to do now?
You have to interpret this data which I have given to you, and then you have to write a paragraph. Means we will discuss the paragraph. Whatever you have understood, which game is like maximum, which is the least liked game, how many percent people like this, how many percent like that kind of questions. Interpret. I'll make a PDF of lot of histograms and pie charts before your next class so that you have more practice.
Ma'am, done.
Okay, very good. She's already done. Anybody else?
I'm done.
Acha, done. Chaliye. Iti, you were the first one. Tell me, what did you interpret, beta?
Ma'am, the sport cricket is liked by most of the students. And TT is the most disliked one.
Okay.
And ma'am, should I tell you the order?
Yes. Yes. Whenever you're analyzing, you should speak like this only. How she started, beta, it should be exactly the same. The most popular game is this. Rather than using the word dislike, we would go for the word the most popular, because beta, we are not sure that those people who play football dislike cricket. So let's
Yes.
say the most popular game is football, followed by this, and the least popular is this. Wonderfully started. The first sentence clearly tells you which is the most one, maximum, and which is the least one. Yes, Iti. Second sentence.
Ma'am, most popular cricket, then football, then skating, and the least is TT.
Okay. Did you calculate the percentage, Iti?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now, others, did you calculate percent? We have to check out with what Iti is telling us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's match with what she says. Yes, Iti. What is your figure of percentage for football?
Ma'am, football 28.5.
Do you agree, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
it would be rounded off to 28.6. It's exactly 28.57.
So we would simply say what? We would simply say what? Around 28 to 29%. You can give a range here. You can simply write a range that around 28 to 29% students opt for playing what? Football. Let me have the second one. Let me have the second percentage.
Ma'am, cricket,
Okay, cricket. How much is it?
35 to 36.
Do you agree, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
I
ma'am.
hope you remember. I hope you remember how to calculate percentage from pie charts. Beta, there is nothing to hesitate. अगर नहीं याद है तो please tell me. I'll help you. Continue, Iti, continue.
Ma'am, table tennis, 14% to 15%.
Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Next.
Skating, 21% to 22%.
Agreed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
else can we add on? Iti has already given us some information. What else can we add on to this now? Anybody else? She's already given us. Okay, Iti, after you've done this, what will you write next? Do you have something more? Chalo, she's given us enough. Now others. Anything else we can add on?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell beta. What?
Ma'am, the cricket, which is the most liked game, is due to the general attitude of the Indian public towards the game cricket. India has been a colonized country by British, and since cricket was a national game of Britishers, so it has a much more popularity in India. Football, which is the second most liked game, is continuously emerging due to it's because it has been made popular by various clubs and has a bright future, but it is not as famous as cricket right now in the country. Table tennis here is the least the least chosen game, so it means that the government and people need to boost up people to opt for table tennis so that India can also have a good future in that game.
Excellent, excellent. Exactly. It depends upon how many words you need to interpret the paragraph. Now, supposing they're saying write a paragraph in 100 to 120 words. So obviously you'll have to add on something. So this is what her idea to add on. It is related also. It is nothing which is irrelevant. It is related to what figures were given to us. Anybody else? Any other view of looking at this? The data would remain the same. How are you going to present it? Please try somebody. Okay, Devansh, are you there?
Yes,
Devansh?
ma'am.
Acha, cricket was how much percent? How many percent was cricket, beta? Just now you people calculated cricket. Just help Devansh. How many percent was it?
35 to 36. 35 to 36.
20,
35 to
25
30.
to 36.
Okay.
I'm
Devansh, can
20
you
to
tell me?
30%.
Do you agree with what he's saying?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. What was the answer? How many percent was it? How many percent?
35 to
35
36.
to
35 to
36%.
36.
Devansh, can you tell me how did they get this figure? How did they calculate this? Chali Devansh, try. Try beta. Tell me how did they get this figure?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we
Hmm.
will multiply by 100.
Multiply by 100. What will you multiply by 100?
Ma'am, the total.
Okay, you mean cricket upon total into 100. This is what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Acha. And children, if supposing you were to find an angle for the pie chart, then how would you do? If it comes vice versa, the draw a pie chart. Figure is given to
Ma'am,
you and you need to draw a pie chart. Then how will you
ma'am,
draw? Will you
total,
like,
ma'am, that angle by total into 360.
Yes, ma'am.
So we may have the other sample paper coming in where they will give ulta. They will say, no, we are not giving you the pie chart. We are giving you the information. Draw the pie chart. Anything can be possible. So can I have one more child telling me how to calculate angles for drawing pie charts? One more student, please.
The given data upon the total into
Yes, ma'am.
360
Into
degrees.
360 degree.
Into 360 degrees. So you can have the angles, you can draw the pie chart as well. This is how generally you're going to interpret when data are given to you. What about histograms and bar graph? What is the difference between an histogram and a bar graph? First of all, tell me, is there any difference between histogram and bar graph, or they're same?
There is a difference.
There is a difference between a histogram and a bar graph. Tell me, what is the difference when you draw? What is the main difference when you draw a histogram and a bar graph?
Ma'am, in histogram, there are no gaps between the bars, while in bar graph, there are.
Excellent, excellent. In histogram, we do not leave any gaps. Okay. Whereas in bar graphs, we are going to leave some graphs. So you generally have two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. Is there any rule to decide on which axis we have to take what? Supposing I give you the number of students and I give you the game they have opted for. Then how do you decide which one will be on x-axis, which one will be on y-axis?
Ma'am, number of students would be on Y.
Number of students on y-axis.
Very good. That
And
means the
the B on
frequency. Yes, yes, excellent. The frequency, that is the number of students, number of men, number of people, whatever. It is always shown on the y-axis. And whatever information is given to you should be shown on the x-axis. If I give you years, 1990, 95, 2000, 2015, and I tell you how many people suffered from malaria, the number of people who suffered from malaria, and years are given. So what will you show on x-axis?
Ma'am, years on x-axis and number of people suffered on y-axis.
Yes. So when you're reading this graphs or the histograms or pie charts, be very careful that what is x-axis telling you. And there is something very complicating which is called scale in such kind of figures. So if I say 1 stands for 1000, and if on the y-axis I'm writing 2, then what will 2 mean over here? 2 people suffered from malaria in 1990. Does it mean so?
2000.
No, ma'am, 2000.
2000. What is this? This that little figure thing which I told you, a small word is it, and that is what we call as a scale. What is it called?
Scale.
Scale.
So be very careful. So if I show you 5 in 2000, I'm showing 5 on y-axis, and the year is 2000. Then how many people have suffered from malaria in 2000?